Hey, good to see you again. Good to speak to you again. Want to talk to you about God's want ad. New York Times, many publications on the internet. We see want ads, the military. We're looking for a few good men or be all that you can be. Well, God has a want ad also. And I'd like to share it with you and perhaps for your consideration, contemplation, modification, motivation, education, curiosity, whatever it might be. Okay, here goes. In the Bible, the book of Second Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 15, we read this. And he died for all, starting in verse 14, for the love of Christ constrains us, because we thus judge if one died for all, then we're all dead. And then going on to verse 15, and that he died for all, here it comes, that they which live should not henceforth live unto themselves, but unto him who died for them and rose again. If what we believe as Christians is true, and it is, then what could be more important than serving the one who lavished us with his love, forgave us of our sin, and died in our place that we might be free? Or in another place, it says, he who was rich became poor that we through him might become rich. The Apostle Paul says in Romans chapter 12, I beseech you, I beg you, therefore, my brothers and sisters, of course, included, that ye present your bodies. In other words, your earthly life. You present your bodies a living sacrifice, not a dead sacrifice. No, vibrant, intelligent, creative, humble, limited. Present your bodies a living sacrifice. In other words, I no longer live for what I want to do, egocentric, me, my, and so on. No, abandon that attitude completely and present my body a living sacrifice to God. And what does he promise us? Well, he promises us challenges. He promises rejection. He promises us his presence. He promises us him empowerment. He promises us to endeavor to help us to speak, that when we need to speak, the Spirit of God will empower us and invigorate us and bring to our memory and to our lips words that speak of life and lift people, bless them, encourage them, offer them God's love, God's forgiveness, God's acceptance, and in integration into God's family, and then have a life of significance and usefulness. Who can turn that down? And they don't. Jesus said, the fields, referring to the world, the nations, the peoples of the world, he said they're white unto harvest. I understand the time of harvest, the grains turned a whitish color, and that meant there was time for them to be harvested. Jesus said the fields are white unto harvest. He says the problem is not that people reject the gospel. The problem is the laborers are few, and therefore God's want add. Does that speak to your heart? Some people have had midlife crises where they made major transformation in midlife time, 40, 50, even 30s. But whatever it is, to live for the Lord Jesus Christ, to live to bring the message for which he died to people. And is it a complicated message? No, it's incredibly, magnificently, gloriously simple. For God so loved the world, you, them, that he gave his only begotten Son. That's referring to Jesus, his life, his death, his resurrection. He gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him. That's simple. People believe in stuff that's unbelievable. But here we have the record and the Gospels and the changed lives. Whoever believes in him, in Jesus, two things happen. Number one, they will not perish. So a person who believes in the Lord Jesus Christ, that's what we offer them, who will not perish, but have everlasting life. Will not perish. Number two, have everlasting life. To whom? To all those who believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. Perfect? No. Without fault? No. It doesn't exist on earth, people of that caliber, of the Jesus himself. And so, dear friend, consider, come with me, come with others who have given their lives to the Lord Jesus Christ. And if you know me, you know I'm desperately imperfect, but I'm 100% for Jesus Christ. Come, give your life to him and see how he can transform your life to something incredible and wonderful and beautiful and significant. Thanks for listening. I'll be back. Let me know what you think. Bye.